Hey, Fanboy Nation.
This is your pal Daffy Duck, and you're watching.
We're watching Fanboy.
A fanboy, etc.
Fanboy Nation.
Dot, I assume Tom.
This August, there's going to be a huge casting call coming to Las Vegas for 3 women-run events. The first one including Women on Fires, hosted by Jennifer Thomas. And the second one is the AfterGLOW play audition with Tracy Meltzer, aka Roxy Astor, one of the original Glow girls. Our third participant isn't here yet, and we'll introduce her when she shows up. But ladies, how are you today?
Good, doing good.
Yeah, doing great now that we're here with you.
Well, of course, I don't blame you otherwise. You got yappy dogs and whatever else. I mean, I'm gonna step up. So yeah. So Jennifer, you're
better
putting
than having children.
I wouldn't know, but that's on YouTube.
Hey, I've got 3 of them, so there.
Yeah.
You have kids and dogs.
Yeah. I have neither, so my expenses are covered very well.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's why you have a peaceful background.
Yeah, I'm quiet. I'm comfortable. God has a sense of humor. He'll give me triplets one day. Yeah. But Jennifer,
I will say a prayer for you to handle that.
Well, you've created Women Athletes on Fire. This is your wrestling promotion that's a mix of wrestling and other forms of entertainment that have been incorporated into it, including fire dancers and so on and so forth that goes along with it, as we discussed previously. But you're the one that's decided to put on this casting call. What is going on in August in Las Vegas?
Basically, what we would like to do is find the best talent for future upcoming events that we'd like to hold in public venues, whether it be nightclub, night entertainment, or just regular arenas, or, pretty much anywhere. But we want to have, top-notch talent, so because I think that's important to have a great show. Yeah. So we're looking for a variety of different female athletes. It's not just wrestling. It could be boxing. It could be MMA, even though we're not going to allow the punches to the face, and more so grappling, and then pro style wrestling as well. So it's a wide variety of kind of a little bit of everything, along with some, performance artists.
And what type of performance artists are you looking for in regards to what you plan to do with Women Athletes on Fire?
Well, what's very cool is that some of these wrestlers are performance artists. So they will be kind of like doing both. Maybe they start the show doing the fire, and maybe one is walking on stilts, it can get crazy, but I just want creativity. And then after they're done doing their little performing arts little segment, they could jump in the ring and fight, or wrestle. So it's like incorporating everything. All the women that their different talents are, we're putting it together, wrapping it in one, and putting it in one show.
All right. So what are one of your hidden talents that you're going to be displaying from your performance art?
I don't think you want to know. I'm kidding.
Give us a hint for future shows, that way we know if it's going to be PG-13 or up to a couple of other letters that we might not be able to use.
I don't really have any tricks up my sleeve, actually, to be honest with you. I don't have any kind of hidden talent that I can showcase in my own shows. I'm trying to think of one. I can't really think of anything right now. I'm more just the athlete, the wrestler, and, I have a talent for knocking people out, so, I mean, that can be it.
Fair enough. We'll pick on random audience members at that point. And of course, now we have Tracy Meltzer, who's with us, the founder of the AfterGLOW. She's one of the original Glow girls. You may have watched it in the 80s. You may have watched it on YouTube and other various forms of streaming services, or you're familiar with the Netflix series that took quite a bit of their stories and revamped it and twisted it so they didn't have to pay anybody any royalties. Tracy, fill us in on the AfterGLOW play that's going on.
Okay, I just have to say this first. Jennifer, you do have a talent, because you're getting this whole thing together. So I know what goes into this, and you're like a boss. So there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. That's my specialty behind the scenes. But what can I do with?
So there.
Thank you, Roxy. Thank you.
Now, Okay, with me, mine's a total different thing, and I have to say thank you, Jennifer, for inviting me to this, and Robert's going too. And it was something that she had mentioned, and I'm working on. We did the AfterGLOW '80s musical experience, and that was the one, Robert, that you were in, and we won for Best Ensemble of the Decade from Broadway World, and we won for Best Ensemble, Best Director, and that's Christopher Carver, who is our director. He's directed over 40 plays, but this is the one that he won on, and I met him through the play Psycho, which is a really good one. Go figure, I liked it. So now we are doing, because we're waiting until next year, but we have to look out now because we had to change up the cast. Shout out to Matilda the Hun. We love her. She will be in the play somehow. We're just not going to let the fans know. We have Gremlina and Sunny. And of course, my daughter will be playing me because nobody can be a bigger bitch than my daughter as me. So Kayla, but I am going to make her try out though. That'll be worth seeing. We got to make her try out. And we have a few characters. So we're going to actually make them read off a script of something that we have. So to see if they can get into the character. Now, I'm not going to get stuck like in a little box and go, oh, well, it's got to be exactly like this. I'm going to maybe look Jennifer's way and some of her girls and because I'll be putting out the casting call too through Eventbrite for my casting call and promoting Jennifer's. And who's the other girl? I know there's is it Michelle?
Yes, Michelle with Velvet Row.
Yeah, and I'll be promoting her. So you got 3 powerful women that are promoting things. So my thing is more of a casting call for a play that will be taking place next year, but next year is coming up very quick. So we want to see women from 4'9" to 7 foot. I don't care, 7'5". I don't care. We want to see all shapes and sizes try out. They could be, don't want to give too much away. They could be in the real wrestling ring on stage. Oh, wait, I just gave that away. But there's never been, I think there was one time a wrestling ring on stage, but we are having a full wrestling ring on stage. And I think, Jennifer, didn't I invite you to be a part of that?
Yes, you did. It's like a couple days after the casting call, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yes. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So we're excited to have you. We're not going to tell anybody really what's going on, but this is a real casting call for AfterGLOW, the second play. Who knows, we can win maybe another Broadway World, but if not, I'm just excited to do this for the fans and bring in Gremlina, Beastie, Sunny again, and we got a few surprises, so I'm very excited. And what's really neat is we have a really good announcer guy, and I forgot his name.
I'm quite familiar with him, and he has his moments of being a cantankerous pain in the posterior. But
Robert Samo, thank you for reminding me.
And as we speak, Michelle Falsetta from Velvet Row is about to join us.
Perfect.
Just have to make that internet connection work at some point.
Hey, if I can find out where my camera is, she can do it.
It only took you 7.5 years,
So, hey guys.
Hi, Michelle. We just need you to turn on the camera, and we'll see you in a minute.
Okay, wait. What do I do?
The joy of technology.
But Robert, you played Matt Simber's voice.
I was 7 different voices in the original play. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that means you won an award too.
I was part of the ensemble, so I would assume so.
You were great. You were great.
And so we had a good time with the play. It had a very short run, but it left an impression, and that's what matters. And now the play is being rewritten by Christopher and a handful of other people that are involved with it. So it's going to have an entirely different feel than the original one.
Absolutely, and a life-size ring.
And there we are, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now
I'm in a restaurant right now, and I'm just like, I just looked at your text. Hi. Sorry.
Well, if you could tilt the phone so we can get you in full frame.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean rotate it to the side.
That's okay. I had to
Sorry?
do that.
Rotate the phone so we can get you in full frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me take it. Okay.
Robert.
Technology, everyone. That's the way it works. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. Tilt it up just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
As we're going to see Michelle chomp down on some appetizers in a few minutes.
No,
Because
I'm
she's gonna
having
make everybody else
margaritas.
hungry.
That's what you're gonna see me drinking. A margarita.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Margarita, look at you.
Yeah. Well, Michelle Falsetta of Velvet Row, we've recently been talking about the casting call that's coming up in August, I believe August 28th in Las Vegas. Jennifer and Roxy have both filled us in on their portions of the casting call. Fill us in on what you're looking for specifically for Velvet Row.
I'm looking for extraordinary women, and extraordinary women in the sense of their personality, their body language, the way they talk, the way they present themselves, the way they feel about themselves. It all comes out in how you talk with them. So they don't necessarily have to be muscular, big, small, just know who you are and have a badass attitude, but yet be humble enough to be able to talk with people and to entertain people. I think that's kind of sums it up on my point.
And now, is it going to be more of stage performances on your end? Is it going to be public speaking? Like, how is your show going to be set apart from the other two?
It is more public speaking and stage performance. Well, yeah, absolutely stage performance, because if they don't know how to wrestle, then it's not really going to work that well. I can help them and I can teach them, as well as if Jennifer, if you're willing also.
Yeah.
But for me, it's personality. It's really personality, because, with Velvet Row is a lot with fetish as well. So they don't necessarily have to be doing mixed wrestling. So if they have the attitude and the allure, and if they can get the guy's attention, or if the guy, whatever fetish he has, he likes them, then they can make something happen as well.
So the casting the weekend of August 28th is going to go from PG-13 to a little more risque, shall we say?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, and that's what it's like a mixed bag of everything. And a lot of these girls are so different, and there's such a wide variety, and for Women on Fire, like, I don't want to put Women on Fire in like one box and make it just the PG rated box, because we could go into nightclubs and do a little bit more PG-13 stuff. Or we could accommodate even family shows, so it's different types of, so it's never going to be the same roster of women. It's going to be changing, because we have so many women out there nationwide, and a good chunk of them will be coming to the casting call, which is amazing. So I really look forward to seeing the variety and seeing what they're able to offer. And maybe they're not a great fit for Glow, but they're going to be a perfect fit for Velvet Row. So I think that there's an avenue for each one that actually shows up.
Right.
So,
And there could be a crossover amongst the three.
Absolutely.
Do I have to keep mine PG? Can't it be a little R? I think we're going to be a little R.
That depends on how far you're willing to take your dance routine, Roxy.
My dance. Oh, that's rated X, baby.
So Velvet Row is going to be pretty tame then. That's what you're explaining.
Yeah. Well,
Kidding.
Yeah. No, I know you're just kidding. No, but Roxy, I think that you, myself, and Jennifer, we all bring. It's all about female empowerment, of course, but it's all different avenues, and I think that's what's so great about all of us joining together, because we can get so many different types of women, but one type of women can work for all three, or do all three. Right. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what I remember Jennifer and I were speaking about, which is going to be wonderful, because the casting call, because I might have somebody that I'm talking with, and they might be a great fit for me, or not a great fit for me, and a better fit for either somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. And so you notice Roxy Astor's closet is open with the lights on, so there are no skeletons in there.
There's just a big dummy behind her.
Literally is open. Literally is open.
Clean closet, but yeah, I got a lot of skeletons. Let's not go there. Okay?
They're just not in the closet at
We
this
all
point.
do. We all do.
Yeah. So when someone comes in for these multiple auditions, will they be able to sit there and go, I feel like I'm a better fit for this? And if you notice that they're not quite the fit for Velvet Row, you can sit there and go, come back in 10 minutes and try out for Women on Fire. If that doesn't work, you know, come back in about 10 minutes for Afterglow and see how things like progress that way? Or is it like, no, boom, this is the one we want? Is it kind of like being The Voice? We're just going to have you with your chairs facing the wrong way, and then you turn around if you want them or not. Like, how's that going to work?
Give him the X.
Right.
I mean, personally, for me, if I feel that I like that she's a good fit for Velvet Row, then absolutely I will go further with her. But then I will also suggest, looking at her qualifications, her talent, her background, I will say, hey, you know what? Maybe you should speak with Roxy, or maybe you should speak with Jennifer, or both of them, because I think that you would also be interested in working with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's, and then depending on, I guess you're saying about, come back in 10 minutes, depending on what the lineup is and how many women are waiting, then yeah, I would go accordingly.
Now, one thing you said, Velvet, was Michelle, that you said personality, right, is a really big thing. So when we actually cast for Matilda the Hun, we hired Charlene Ward, and Matilda's about 6'1" or something. She's a big, larger than life lady, and Charlene Ward was only about 5'8". But I'm like, let's just tease her hair up, put some big heels, but she's going to be able, personality wise, is to turn it up and turn yourself into Matilda. And she did. So I'm not looking exactly for that perfect height or that perfect, but something I think inside, and it's like, I'll know it when I see it. And maybe that's how you guys are too, Jennifer, Michelle?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. I have a girl that may be coming to my events in 2 days in lap on Saturday, and she's not muscular at all. She's really cute. She has a great spunky attitude. And the first thing she said to me, she's like, Michelle, I just want you to know I'm not muscular. First of all, I can see she's not muscular, right? But I said to her, I'm like, it's not all about being muscular. It's just about your attitude. It's about your personality. And, what you're looking for, may be what men are looking for as well. So that, there's a lot to do with it. So, the same thing with the two of you girls, the girls might say, well, I did pro wrestling, but, I don't have a tight fit body like most of the pro wrestlers. So what? If you could pull it off, and if you look good, and if you know that you're good and you love yourself, then why not? Yeah. I mean, I think that's really important. And I think it's very important to relay this message to the women, because a lot of women they'll look at us and they'll be like, well, I don't look as good as you. It's like, don't compare yourself to me, compare yourself to yourself, and, see if you fall into the category of what we're looking for. Right.
How I feel is like we're not cookie cutter, and I am proud that we're not cookie cutter.
Right.
We're not looking for the size 1, size whatever. There are no real requirements here. Mm-hmm. It's like you said, Michelle, it's be who you are and own who you are, because in my mind, that's more captivating to me than a Barbie girl. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
Now, with mine, though, is that they're going to actually have to read from a script. Are they going to have to be perfect actresses? No, because even if you give me a script, I'm probably going to screw it up, not be, great. Even when I tried out for Glow, I wasn't great. I didn't think I was great, but it's something that somebody sees in you. So they'll have a script, and we'll have the director through Zoom. He'll be watching the girls. So I've got eyes on them, but so does the director of the first play and the second play, Christopher Carver. So that'll be, and we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for a vision, a little something that could just that's it. And we'll know it.
And some literacy. Let's be honest. We need them to be able to read.
That helps a little bit.
Just a little. Yeah. But so this event in Vegas, August 28th, we're going to link everybody to the address of where the facility is going to be and to the 3 Eventbrite listings, so you can fill it out and show up for which casting you feel is best suited for you. when people approach either Michelle or Jennifer or Roxy when she actually shows back up on camera.
That was Sunny. That was Sunny calling me. He has the worst. Oh my.
Yeah. What are you two typically looking for your either competitors or fetish performers or anything that comes along with either Women on Fire or Velvet Row?
Well, for me, it's more about, it's more about wrestling, just performance. So basically, I'm going to basically have a mock event. I'm going to have a DJ guy playing intro music. You're going to be announcing, and the girls will get called to the ring, and whatever their specialty is, whether it be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if she's a black belt with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we'll put her up against another black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu girl, because I do believe we have a couple that are showing that are like, are black belts. I'm not going to put a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu woman with a pro wrestler because it just doesn't make sense, but I want to see how they come out. I want to see how they radiate in front of the camera when they come to the ring or when they come to the mat.
Oh, that's important.
Yes. And I think that, it's just about pairing the girls up properly to showcase what they can do.
Right. So be ring entrance ready.
Correct.
But they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. And
no, they don't have to
but
be
it's
perfect.
the personality that's shining through.
Yeah, just have the guts to do it. I'm telling these women, come out and try. Have the guts to do it. Like we all did it. Jennifer, Michelle, we all did it. So, and that's why we're here talking about this. So,
Right, exactly.
And what about you, Michelle?
Oh no, I was going to say, Jennifer, I wasn't aware that you were having a mock event, which I freaking love it. I absolutely love it because for me, they need wrestling skills, but it's more collegiate style wrestling skills. So unlike with Jennifer and with Roxy, it's not pro wrestling, so it's collegiate style. So I want some badass bitches that know how to put a chokehold on somebody that can make it look good or really do harm to somebody. So oh yeah, I would love to. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
And so, give us your best pitches for the 3 events that are coming out on August 28th.
Okay, who starts?
Jennifer's the organizer, so we'll put Jennifer last. So
okay, Jennifer. Oh, okay, Roxy, you want to start?
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm casting along with these 2 amazing women, and I am looking for not the perfect, but I'm looking for characters to be in the next AfterGLOW play. And we're not really given the name of the play yet, so it's kind of under wraps, but I am looking for unique, outgoing, I don't care what you look like, age, I don't care, just come out and try out, and just happy to see, and I'm excited to have do this event with these girls. That was a horrible pitch, but there you go. From the heart, heart.
All right,
a lot better
Michelle.
than probably what I'm going to say. So, no, definitely. I am looking for talented, unique, badass women who own who they are and who aren't shy and want to display their talent. And it's someone who is not afraid to learn. If you don't know how to wrestle, if you know how to roll around with someone, then just be willing to learn. And if you have other talents that maybe we didn't mention, then please, tell me about them. And you never know, your talents could be used for something else. Right. But I'm just really looking for uniqueness and women that are just badasses that know who they are and that embrace who they are. It's all about female empowerment at the end of the day. That's what it's about. So just love yourself and just show everybody and have that uniqueness from, your body language and showing everyone who you are.
All right, Jennifer, take us home.
Well, you guys pretty much said it all. But yes, Women on Fire is all about finding beautiful and dangerous women that are athletic, charismatic, and that are willing to entertain crowds and, unleash that power within themselves and just to bring the light to everybody. It's not just about, one person. It's about everybody and making the whole show great. So yes, that's what Women on Fire is about. It's about team effort. It's about being who you are as an individual, but yet showcasing yourself and your talents to the world.
Perfect. Saturday, not October. Saturday, August 28th at 4 p.m. in Las Vegas. We will link the address down below in the description. Ladies, let us know where we can find you on social media so we can keep up tabs on what's coming and what to expect for the audition on August 28th. Roxy, we'll start with you and then go back through Michelle and Jennifer.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook, but I only have a few friends left. So you know that, Robert. I'm on Instagram, and that's roxy.astor. And I'm actually starting to do an Eventbrite page. We're writing that up, right, Robert? So we can get that out and, share everything that everybody's got. So it's either Facebook or it is Instagram.
All right, Michelle.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at velvet.row on Instagram. I also have a website, velvetrow.com. That's also a member site as well. And so Facebook, I'm really not much into Facebook, so it's really Instagram.
All right, Jennifer, take us home.
Yeah, you can find Women on Fire on Instagram at WA on Fire. And then we also have a website, women-onfire.com. So you can find out all the information on the website, women-onfire.com.
Perfect. Everyone sign up for these Eventbrites that we're linking down below on the website and through the YouTube and audio links that we're putting up. Check out AfterGLOW when that's being released. Velvet Row, velvetrow.com. Jennifer, Women on Fire. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. I'm excited to be there, and I get to go to Vegas. I get to do some announcing and watch some women beat the crap out of each other. So, it's a win-win across the board.
Hey, what more can you ask for, right?
There you go.
I want somebody to put a chokehold on Robert Samo. That's all I want.
I'm good because I don't feel like going to bed. Thanks. That's all I need right now.
But do you feel the love? Do you feel the love?
Oh, yeah. I feel the upcoming torture is what I feel at this point.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I apologize for my lateness.
It's all right. 6 more sips and you won't even remember it.
I know.
We're good. Thank you, Jennifer.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. See everybody soon.
All right. Bye.